The creation of this video was inspired by the many off-the-wall conversations with Bob Knight over the years.
This is an ABC News special report.
You know me. Many people do.
The line at our booth continues to grow as industry professionals react to the passing of Bob Knight. Good afternoon and welcome to our special coverage. Our thoughts are with Bob's family as we try to keep up with the continuous flow of tributes and memories as they come in. One industry analyst recently noted that Bob joins others who helped pave the road that Panasonic travels on today. They are no doubt showing him where to set up so that they can add some music to their party. Now, on the top of the tribute stack, we have a Sony colleague who says, "I will always be grateful to Bob for how he interpreted executive directives. When his interim manager said no more comp time, Bob said, that just means enjoy your time off." Thanks to Bob, I was able to set new sales records for the company and take care of my family. From yet another Sony alum, Bob Knight knew how to tap into the strengths of other managers' rejects. He turned those rejects into the sales superstars on his own team, and everybody had fun in the process. And now we have a fan of PSI who would like to share her favorite Bob Knight moment.
A few months back, those of us in sales got a memo from the corner office saying that we could increase business if we just added new SKUs to every dealer we already had. So the guys in the band take this real seriously. I got a new SKU here, and Perry got a new SKU over there, and where's Carl? Carl got a Les Paul SKU, and a Lesser Paul, yeah, it's a knockoff, and MID got a new group manager. But I guess that should be called a head count. Yeah, not an SKU. So we're going to play with our SKUs tonight and hopefully have some fun. And hope you enjoy our new incarnation, tonight's band. We call them Pudgy Singing Idiots, but you can just call us PSI.
A Panasonic colleague notes that Bob was legendary for being able to sit with dealers at dinner and say something to the effect of, "Do you know what you're full of? Contradictions. Enough to fertilize my lawn." Before the mortified group sales manager could figure out what kind of apology or resignation letter Bob should be writing, Bob and the dealers would burst out laughing like the longtime friends that they were, and then get down to business. It now appears that all this tribute traffic has crashed our prompter, so let's take a look at Bob unplugged while we attempt to secure the services of Don Null.
Don't leave home without the American Express corporate card. Do you know me? Many people do. I have the ability to charge in many markets, including San Francisco. Que soit, whatever will be.
Another Panasonic colleague says, "A few of us had the privilege of working in something exciting like the electronics industry. Fewer of us had the privilege of working for the biggest player in that industry, Panasonic. And fewer still had the privilege of working with people like Bob Knight, who could help to take the scut out of the scut work." Bob was well known for being helpful to everybody, rookies and veterans alike. That same colleague continues on to say that Bob was very appreciative to those who had helped him out along the way. He was very vocal about his appreciation even decades after the fact. The music industry points out that Bob was a member of the 1960s band Eddie and the Showmen. According to Wikipedia, he was the saxophonist known then as Bobby Knight. It was with the Showmen that Bob met future Grammy winner Larry Carlton. Bob is appreciated to this day for his help with Larry's 90-plus-year-old mother's errands and getting her to the Carlton concerts. Now, this just in from Rancho Palos Verdes, California. The Celebration of Life event for Bob Knight is in the process of winding down. Just 3 short hours ago, this sanctuary was filled nearly to capacity with those who wanted to pay respect. Earlier today, it was noted that when many first met Bob, the dress code of the day was suit and tie. In contrast, the dress code of today's event was one of Bob's vintage Hawaiian shirts, which was also there for the wearer to keep. Now, as the tweets start coming in, we have tearful at times, funny at others, but always uplifting. Another says, outside these walls, some of the invited guests were known as dedicated Panasonic or Sony competitors. Inside these walls, they are today known as colleagues united in their fondness of Bob. For the final tweet, Bob never wanted us to forget that his name was spelled with one O. And finally, from Leon Kaplan, our control room director, the sheer number of Bob Knight tributes scrolling across my screen is a reminder to us all that while it's nice to be important, it's more important to be nice. And with that, from the booth next to us and standing in the missing mic formation, we leave you now with the concert saluting Bob's work in the music store and his contributions to that industry. The various groups on stage wish to perform with Bob but never had the opportunity. Thanks again for joining us today.
Wish I